What's up, scorers? Welcome back to the channel. And as you already know, that we're not talking about having an elite mindset, we're talking some hoops. And today we're talking basketball. Today, I want to tell you guys why I believe the NBA is losing viewership. This has been a topic for quite some time now. Everyone is complaining about the way the game is played. But I think it's a little deeper than that. I think that's part of the problem, but I also think it's a little deeper. The first problem is the inconsistency from the players. Let's use Allen Iverson, for example. Allen Iverson may have some bad games, but you knew as a fan he wasn't trying to have no bad games. Even if he scored 20 points, he was shooting that ball 30 times. Same thing with Kobe Bryant. You can watch a Lakers game and you'll know that Kobe Bryant is going to shoot at least 20 times. Now, you don't know who's going to shoot. You can literally watch a game with one of the best players on the court and they shoot 12 times. For instance, a couple nights ago, I watched a game with the Chicago Bulls and the Milwaukee Bucks. Zach LaVine is the best player on that team. He shot 15 times. There's not enough guys who are consistent when it comes to shooting. You're a fan and you're paying your hard-earned money to come see these guys play. You want to see the best players take most of the shots. It shouldn't be a thing where Devin Booker, who's capable of scoring 70 points, and you don't know if he's going to shoot more than 8 threes a game. Second reason, of course, load management. Don't get me wrong, I understand the safety of the players is very important, but come on, bro. Come on. Load management in December, load management in January. We just getting it started. You guys are athletes, the best athletes in the world. People are paying hard-earned money to come see you play. I'll give you an example. Last year, I went to a Clippers game against the Hawks. And when I got there, I was hoping that Trae Young was playing. But of course, he wasn't playing. Trae Young wasn't playing. Clint Capella wasn't playing. So now you're just watching the JV Hawks go against the Clippers. And I'm sitting there watching Clint Capella give googly eyes to my girl the whole time looking in the stands. The load management has to stop. It has to be at a time of the season when your team is already in the playoffs, because we don't want to see a JV version of our favorite team. The third reason, too many damn players injured. Why are you guys all injured at the same time? Joel Embiid injured, Paul George injured, Wembanyama injured, Ja Morant injured. Sacramento Kings have an amazing team. DeMar DeRozan injured, Sabonis injured. Steph Curry just came back from injury. It's just too many stars that's injured. It's unacceptable. Who wants to come watch their favorite team without their favorite player? We have to figure out this injury situation, because there's a difference between being injured and hurt. If you can still go out and shoot around, take some shots, dunk the ball, but your tailbone bruised, you just hurt. That's not injuries. We got to do something about these injuries when it comes to the NBA. The fourth reason the NBA is losing viewership, tradition. Can we just watch the All-Star game, East versus West? Why do we have to have two guys be a team captain and pick their favorite guys? I'm okay with the in-season tournament, but I don't know what it means. Do people get banners? I mean, of course they get some extra money. Maybe it's extra games, but it's just the tradition is all messed up. We can't even get to an All-Star game and see our favorite players shooting in a three-point contest and a dunk contest. At one point, you knew the stars was going to be in a dunk contest, three-point contest, and compete in the All-Star game. Now, they're not even competing in the All-Star game. They just shooting a bunch of long threes. When you go back and watch that game, when the East was down 25 points in the third quarter and they came back to win with Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, Stephen Marbury, that was an All-Star game. I would literally watch that All-Star game right now. We got to do better when it comes to the tradition in the NBA. Fifth reason for the viewership being down. I don't think we have enough rival teams. I also don't think we know what team to really cheer for. The Cavaliers is now 16-1. Who is rooting for the Cavaliers if LeBron's not there? And that's no disrespect to them. They're doing a great job. But we don't know if we're going to watch the Cavaliers and see Donovan Mitchell drop 35 or 12. We just don't know what we're going to get. And then it's too hard to watch the teams. I wanted to watch a Clippers game one day, and I have the NBA channel. And I'm looking for a Clippers game. I'm constantly clicking on it, but it's not coming on. And then I look to the left, it says, you need to have Clipper vision. So then I go ahead and click on a Clipper vision. Then they start asking questions like, who's your provider? That's too much. It's too much. It's too much work to watch a game nowadays. We got to do better with finding a handful of teams that's really good and putting it in front of us, and it's not so hard to watch it. The sixth reason I think the viewership is down. Too much money. Now, don't get me wrong. I want everybody to get money. I want everybody to get their just due. I think that's amazing. I love to see it. But it got to get to a point where to get a $200 million contract, you got to be in a dunk contest. You got to be in a three-point contest. You got to play in X amount of games for you to receive all your money. Because ain't no way guys are making $200 million and they're scoring 17 points, 18 points. Or you don't know if they're going to score more than 24 points. At one point, Kevin Garnett had the biggest contract ever in the NBA. And guess what? He delivered every night. You knew you was going to get a show. Points, rebounds, some shit talking. You knew what you was going to get from Kevin Garnett. At one point, Kevin Garnett carried the Timberwolves to the Western Conference Finals. Some of these guys making $200, $300 million, and they can't carry a goddamn grocery bag. It's just natural human behavior. When you give someone too much too soon, they take it for granted. They don't work as hard. You gotta make people earn it a little bit more. I'm not sitting here saying that they need to have small contracts, but I am saying they need some more clauses in these contracts, because there's no way that people are getting paid $200 million and not performing. The seventh reason, there's not enough personality in the NBA. And I'm not talking about the fashion stuff. I'm talking about personality. You got Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has great personality, a winning personality, a personality that keeps people entertained. It keeps people intrigued with the Timberwolves game. It keeps people intrigued with his style of play. LaMelo Ball has personality. Steph got the personality. He does the sleep and put him in the bed thing. I mean, but you know, he's the old head. We talking about the young guys. There's not enough personality. At some point, every star has some type of personality. Shaq a dunk on you, then start dancing. Garnett, he blocking your shot in the fifth row and then yelling in your face. Kobe Bryant hit a game-winning shot and then go jump on top of the scorer's table and start beating his chest. LeBron James been pushing things down. Jordan, style. You still wear Jordans to this day. That's what you call personality. There's not enough personality in the NBA, so people are not intrigued with the games. People do not have a connection with the players. You need more personality. Eighth reason, which I think is the most important reason, branding. Branding is awful in the NBA. When Jordan came into the league, we knew exactly where Jordan was from. We knew exactly what school he went to. He had a story behind him. Kobe came into the league, we knew where he was from. We knew he was coming out of high school. We knew his parents. Kevin Garnett, we knew where he was from. LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. We watched Carmelo Anthony from high school, then win a championship as a freshman at Syracuse. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. Most of the college players who came into the league, we watched them in college. Now, this is no disrespect to the guys who come from overseas, but we didn't follow them until they got here. Like, Luka's great. Love Luka. But I don't see too many people wearing the Luka sneakers. Think about the Joker. 3-time MVP in the 20s. You wouldn't buy a sneaker. You wouldn't buy a Joker sneaker because it's no branding. There's no connection. Nobody can connect with it. So the viewership is down because no stories are being told. It's just a bunch of skilled guys that can be decent one night and you don't know what you're going to get the next night. You got a great all-star game, but no one's being competitive. If I had to give any suggestion to Adam Silver, whoever else is running the NBA, we got to bring it back. We got to bring it back. I get you trying to attract the Gen Z and everything else, but you can't forget about the older group, the older crowd who can afford the nice seats, who can afford the floor seats and the season tickets. We got to be a little more balanced. We got to put some more in the contracts where these guys is playing. And let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think the NBA needs to do to improve their viewership. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. And of course, if you want to be part of the Score Society and you want people to know, check out our merch page. It's all right here. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.